What is up, everybody? It's your boy Bruce Wulfe back with you again in Dauntless, joined by the Comrade Gamers.
Hello.
His fancy red black armor. Creepy, dude.
Thank you. It's not even black. It's gunpowder. Or gun whatever it was
That would
called.
be gunmetal.
It's a weird color.
Gunmetal.
There we
Yes,
go.
mine is black. Black and copper. Anyway.
Black, copper, and green.
Yeah, I can't help the green. That's just Nazaga. But, alright guys, so we got another video coming at you guys today. Basically what we want to do is show off how not to be a douchewafel in a group. Basically how to have teamwork when you're in a group party. Particularly a pug, because there's a lot of pug going on. When you set up the teammate automatic, you actually have a team set up, then you guys are talking, everybody knows what they're doing, it's all good. But when you go into a random, not so great. So we're just going into a strike, just a low-level strike, and we're gonna show you what not to do, and we're gonna show you what to do, and we're going to carry some lucky individuals to a strike as well, because why not?
I mean, are there even any low-level people right now these days?
There will be on Friday.
On Friday, yes. Till then.
So this is a very mechanics intensive game, and prepare to have your eardrums hurt while this airship flies over us, because that'll happen in a second, and it's loud. Oh.
You know what's sad? I didn't even get that, but here's the worst part. There's only 3 of us in the group.
Well, we're carrying one person. That's fine. So,
well, see, what does he look like?
Arby.
He has Nasher stuff.
Okay, so that's fine. Oh, hey, I didn't get the airship. Haha, sweet. Alright, so basically there's like 2 different phases of when you go into a mission. There's the run around and try and find the boss, which if you need materials from wherever you're at, that's when you go and pick all the stuff that you need, basically.
Yep, this is the time to do it.
This is the harvest time.
Here we go. Iron node and a couple other things.
Let me know if you find a berry bush.
Collect stuff.
No, I don't.
Berry bushes. Those are a thing, folks. Just an FYI.
Need the bush. The berry bush is very good. Okay. Anyway, so while everybody's looking around, that's kind of just what you do: is you harvest all the different resource nodes and everything. Once
Bud.
derp. Once you find the guy and you got eyes on the boss dude, you're gonna throw your flare. That lets everybody know where it's at. Then, particularly at the higher level stuff, you're going to want to wait until everybody's there. Unless you were planning to do just solo carry. You do. I got eyes on, comrade.
So go ahead and shoot a flare.
Yoink, just like so. Pretty shiny firework.
Alright, so I heard the flare on my end. I'm looking around the sky, looking for it. Oh, there it is, right over on that side.
Yep.
So, especially for the higher levels, if you see that, it means most likely they've already found the boss. If you start seeing like 2 different ones, that means stop collecting resources and get your butt over there, because they're about to attack the boss.
Yep.
And you don't want to be that guy to where you show up late and almost everybody is already dead.
Yeah.
Or about to die, and you're the only one left standing. You don't want to be that guy.
Nobody wants to be that guy. Also, when the flare's up, you'll see on your little compass up top, there'll be a little flag. So even if you can't see the flare, it's a lot easier when you can see the flare, but you'll be able to know which direction to go.
Now, what you can do is also, you can shoot a flare in the direction. Even though you're not there, you can let them know, hey, I'm on my way. Hold on.
Yep, and
then when you start seeing people around, then you're good to go. And there's the 3rd person, so let's go ahead and charge in there.
Yep. Alright, so it looks like actually everybody's kind of sticking together, so cool. A lot of the bosses, towards the end, it becomes, yes, roar big angry owl. It'll become a real big thing to trip bosses. Like so. And so that's part of the reason why you guys want to stay together. Because then, I'm just eating it because I don't really care. But when you stay together when there's a trip, you can actually all get on it and do the deeps. versus everybody being scattered and then you trip them and they're on the other side of the world.
Yes. So it's not like you want to stay in a complete lineup, but you want to be close.
Yep.
So that way you don't have to go too far. Whoop.
But the other thing to notice is a lot of the end bosses, like, you really don't even attack them unless they're tripped. So, if you see your entire group standing in one spot and you're the only one up trying to hit the boss from close range, you should probably stop that and go stand with the rest of the group and try and figure out what's going on.
Most likely, especially if you see some chain sticklers right there, they are going to be able to have the best chance to stop them doing whatever they're going to do. A charge, a roll, whatever it is. I got hit again, even though I zoomed away.
I'm not even trying to dodge most of it.
But he's wanting me.
Yeah, chain bladers like Comrade and I are using right now, and hammers are the main trippers. So
the next one is, as I said in other videos, is actually the hammer, but is a bit more of a shorter range than sickle or the chain blades, whatever you would like to call it.
Yep, there's some that, but it's, I don't know, there's some hammer guys that are just amazing with the hammer. And usually if you're using a hammer towards end game, then you're amazing with the hammer.
Alright, so now here's another thing that I have seen other people do, which just don't do, especially in the higher level ones. Even the mid one, it still can get pretty aggravating, is if you see one person, he'll just go off. Don't do what I'm doing right now. He'll just go off, put his weapons away, and start gathering resources and say, screw the fight, I'm done with this.
Yeah, that's a little annoying. That's almost as annoying as a person that disappears mid-fight and then like stands in a corner somewhere and is AFK the entire time.
Yep. So just another little tip, folks. If you see that, just don't follow suit. Don't be that guy.
Yep.
Heck, I think that's probably going to be the title of this. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. That's a good one. I like that title. Just don't be that guy. We'll just get in this up real quick. Seem to be going ever good. I was hoping we get a you know, I was hoping we'd have a that guy.
Yeah. Whoop. There we go.
Don't even care.
And so normally also if you have a group you actually are talking with and whatnot, that can help a lot more, especially with communication on what you need to do for the boss and whatnot. It's like, all right, line up, about to do the trip.
Oh, there is one other thing too. If you are like towards the end and you're joining a farm group to farm something, make sure you ask and find out what they're farming. Like, ask what part you're breaking, and then break that part. Because if people are trying really, really hard to get one particular piece, which, you know, they are if they're in a farm group.
So here's an example. Let's say for the strike right here, they're trying to get a shattered beak or chipped beak or whatever. You're going to have to hit the face a lot. So that is your best bet, is start all hitting the face. No other part of that boss.
Yeah, because a lot of the times, say if we were going for the chip beak, and then we broke the tail instead, it wouldn't pop up. Like Embermane, if you are going for the Smoke Dew Claws and then somebody breaks off his horn, you ain't getting the Smoke Dew Claws. Game over. Lost.
Yep, like right there. So now you would have to hit him one more time in order to get that necessary item that you're looking for. But say if you broke the tail, you wouldn't be able to get it.
Yep. Which really sucks when people are trying real hard to get one part, and that's what they're, and one person comes in and just kind of totally ruins the whole run for a whole group going for one thing. Like, accidents do happen, and this is not a toxic community, so it's not a huge thing, but I mean, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
It does happen. Thankfully, it happens very rarely. This is just a showcase for when the game gets a lot more bigger, a lot more popular, and a lot more people are playing it. Just to showcase, just don't do those things.
Yep. Ow.
That looked like it hurt.
Not too bad. It broke my shield finally, though.
You have a shield?
Yeah, I've got Fortress. Probably why I'm just like letting him beat on me. I'm curious how good this armor's doing. Okay. Let's see. The other thing to realize is if you look up to your health bar, you'll see a little circle. It's currently gray and has a number 9 in it. That's your danger level. So the more everybody gets hit and revives and all that kind of stuff, the higher that number will get. When it gets to 100, it hits what's called maximum danger, and then you will not be able to revive anybody except for like a team revive item or the self revive item or something along those lines.
So what I'm going to try to do right here, I'm on purpose trying to take damage just to showcase that. Now we are on level, we're on
13.
12 right now. 13.
Yeah, it's
so
going
if
up.
I go down one more time, he missed. Can you just hit me already? I'm right here. Or just get tired. Why?
We're not going to be able to get a strike that high though, comrade.
I'm hoping. There we go. Okay, so
now we're at
now you
19.
can see this. So we're at 19. If you let this continue to build, as in letting me stay on the ground, it will go up even higher.
Now look
one
what
thing
happens.
that you can do.
There, see, it goes down to 19 again once I revived him.
Yes. Now here's the other thing, though. If multiple people, like say all 3 of the group of 4, go and revive that one person, it will go down a lot more than just say one person reviving. So it is stackable.
Yep. So it's not, if you like end up with 2 people on a revive, don't worry about it. It's not a bad thing at all.
Yep.
If you can pull
if
it
anything,
off.
that's more of a help than a hindrance.
Yep. But I mainly wanted to point it out because if like, I don't know, if you're getting your butt kicked, like you're just going down, which happens. It happens a lot. If you die like 5, 6, 7 times and you're the only one dying, you might want to start playing a little more cautious and you know, keeping your distance, being careful with it all, you know.
Yep. So,
You
for
might,
example,
it might help the group more for you to not take damage and not get hit and die than your DPS would. And it's not a bad thing. It's a thing that happens. There's people in this that are way stupid high level and don't really, like, your DPS is nothing to them.
Yep. So say I just went down 6 or 7 times, folks. Right? I have no more heals, no nothing. I still have, say, with these chain blades, I still have a ranged attack. I can at least help with tripping guys down and being able to stop them. But my main focus now is not to take damage and to stay around the outside, the boundaries, but still being able to use some of my special abilities to try to do some damage.
Yep. Yep. So that's a valid point right there. Good, track him down. Let's see. Let's bullet point it out here. If you're getting your ass kicked, start focusing on staying alive and just do what you can do with that in mind. And don't worry about, you know, applying super deeps as much as just not getting hit. Don't be that guy that's harvesting resources for the entire fight and then shows up at the end like, hey, thanks, guys.
Another thing for those that actually still do not have a ranged attack, say an axe. You don't have a ranged attack. The best thing you could do, especially if you're taking a lot of damage, stop trying to do combos, even though that is the sole purpose of the axe, is to do charged combos, and just start doing one hit and get out, one hit and get out.
Yeah, you still
That's
hit
the best thing you
harder
can do
than
for the
most
team.
things. Yeah,
Let's see, what else do we got?
I think we're going to have a dead bird. That's what we're going to have.
There was a trip.
Yep.
Can
And
the
an
bird die
angry
now?
bird. Oh yeah, and yes, very important to everybody be focusing the right piece. I can't believe I went into that combo. I don't even use that combo.
Oh, now he's hurt.
Now he's dead.
And now he is dead. He just had to take one last little love tap. There
Yep.
we go.
Easy enough. So yeah, bullet points. Be in the fight. If you're going to fight, be in the fight. If you start getting your ass kicked, focus on staying alive instead of doing it. Stay together. If you're the only one that's on the boss when your entire team is standing in a corner waiting for something, they know something or they're doing a tactic that you're not doing, go over and hang out with them for a while.
Another thing, make sure to follow the flares that be shot up, and if you are close enough, and just to let them know, you can shoot your own flare, but do not do it when you are extremely far away, because that might confuse people on where the boss is. Only do it when you're in a closer proximity.
Yep. Focus on the same part as everybody else is when they're trying to break stuff, and most importantly, and the crucial thing, don't be an asshole. We don't have a toxic environment yet, and I don't want one. So remember, stuff happens. People might have their DC that happens. They crash. Whatever. Freaking things happen. They may not know what they're trying to do on the fight. Communicate. Don't be a dick. You know, the basics.
But places are just trying to even go and understand the fight. This may be your first time going into, say, a Shrike. You don't know what the hell to expect. You haven't looked up online to see any tutorials. Say, hey, first time fight. What do I need to do? At the very beginning, you will have either an island, or you can even go into the enter party, which I'm doing right now on my screen.
First time.
There you go.
First time. Tell them, and they'll be like,
it
okay.
would help if we were actually in a group, and that could show it. So, 1 second. Well, invite, because it threw all of us out for.
It does that. It's fine.
Okay, so now we are all in. Test. There you go. That's all you need to do. Just say, hey, first time fighting. And they will be able to say, okay, here you go.
Somebody will say, stick to me, or just hit him. Don't, if there's nothing really particular, most people are like, hit him and don't die. If there's a particular tactic, like Embermane Pangar, Thunderclaw, words are hard, they'll tell you, group up. We're going to trip and rape. We're going to do the boot method. Like, you'll figure it out. Everybody's there's strats. If there's a specific strat, they will tell you, and then follow that. If they're after a certain piece, they'll also tell you that. Usually, like, you're like, hey, what do you want me to do in an Embermane? They'll be like, group up and hit its legs. Don't hit his head. Hit his legs. And then, there you go. Do that. Game over. Problem solved. Easy.
Yep. But aside from that, I think that's about it, really.
Yeah, I think we pretty much wrapped it up there. But if you have any questions below, all the questions are down there. If you have a question, put it in the comments below. As always, square up with that like button, like it's your favorite hater. And check us on Twitch. Keep up with this. Got anything else, comrade?
Nope, except nailed it.
Nailed it. All right, guys. That'll do it for this one. I'll see all of you next time. Later.
Take care, folks.